we have something tonight that we need you to weigh in on that Chuck and I were talking about the other night, and we just didn't have an agreement on it. So we are kind of gonna. I know Chuck's sitting here saying, "What did we talk about?"
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Hey, good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers, a licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I'm a network engineer.
And a great one at that. And together we're Tabletop Coffee, each week trying to do life, do it well.
Yeah, being bold and never, ever bitter.
Never, ever bitter. And tonight we're going to talk about how to...
Yeah, we're going to talk about how to do less.
Yeah, do less and end up with more.
Yeah, end up with more. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it tonight.
Stay tuned, we'll talk about it.
You know, when you started talking about the topic for tonight, we did something along these lines. Man, it was one of our earlier videos. I don't know how many in. It might have been 30 or 40 videos in on doing less. So I'll put the link to that up here. But it was a great conversation that we had as far as how do you do less? How do you pull some things out of your life that you're just constantly doing that takes away from other things that may be more important or give you some downtime that you really need.
Yeah.
So we're going to expand on that a little bit tonight.
Yeah, at that time, one of the things I was doing was mowing like 5 yards, including my own.
Yes.
And I got to where I hated it and I hated mowing my own yard, and it was just taking way too much time mowing other people's yards too. So I went out of the lawn business and decided I was going to do an experiment and hire somebody to take care of my lawn. The whole ball of wax, putting seed down, overseeding at the beginning of the year, putting weed killer down, fertilizer throughout the year and everything. And I didn't know how it was going to go.
I remember.
But I was going to do this as an experiment, and I did it that year, and it was the best summer ever. And we've done it now for several years.
Yeah, you sure have.
And it was just one of the best experiments I ever did, and I'm so grateful that I hired somebody to do something that I wasn't enjoying and was actually hating doing.
Yeah.
I had a coaching call with a client just this past week.
Okay.
And as we were talking, she was sharing about her week and whizzed right on by this one particular thing. Okay. And I said, whoa, let's come back and talk about that. Because she was a very, very busy, productive lady. Right. And one of the things that was essential for her was she was too busy and needed to free up time.
Okay.
So I said, well, tell me that again. And she said, I decided to go ahead and pay my child's violin instructor an extra $20.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I said, and what happened? And she said, well, it got the instructor to come to our home as opposed to me taking my child to this lesson.
So how much time did she free up by that?
About 90 minutes. It was about 30 minutes there at least.
Okay.
At least 30 minutes home and about 30 minutes sitting there. So she bought herself an extra 90 minutes by paying out $20.
That sounds like that could be a good deal.
For her, it really was a good deal.
Right.
I think that the question is, am I doing things in this season of my life that I need not be doing?
Yeah, and we need to evaluate that at different seasons of life, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes in our lives, I've done things, you've done things that we would prefer not to be doing, but due to a lack of finances, it was better that we put the nose to the grindstone, work harder, work longer, and get it done.
Yeah. There are times when you don't have any other choice.
Yeah.
You don't have the money to, even $20, there are times when that's tight.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, but now we're in a different season, and time is very important, and we've worked and built up to a point where we can afford to put some of those things on someone else.
And I think it's wiser to do that.
It is, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, if you would, go ahead and make some comments down below about where you are with this particular topic.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some stories from people about ideas that they've had in order to be able to save time during this season coming up, this holiday season coming up.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Put some comments down below. Maybe we'll have a chance to put some videos out on that during the holidays coming up.
And remembering that one of the things we learned from the research was that people's lives get happier when they stop doing things that they either don't have time to do or that they just don't really enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's right.
So tip a domino and see how you can free up time, maybe by hiring some people to do some things that you really don't want to do or don't have to do.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So if you liked our content, be sure and subscribe down below and click that bell so you're notified of upcoming videos.
Make sure to like it.
Yep, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody.
Until next time. But we have something tonight that we need you to weigh in on that Chuck and I were talking about the other night, and we just didn't have an agreement on it. So we are kind of going to... I know Chuck's sitting here saying, what did we talk about?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Christmas trees. Christmas trees. So when you put up a Christmas tree, a lot of people will put up the Christmas tree around Thanksgiving. Most people will do it, the weekend after Thanksgiving. And that's what we've always done.
Yeah.
But last year we did it the weekend before because we had people coming in. And it was kind of nice to have everything already situated while Thanksgiving was going on, real festive. So that was cool. But then we were talking about it, and I said, I just soon leave the Christmas tree up all year long. What does it matter? It's just this little tree, and it doesn't have to have Christmas ornaments on it. You could take those off and put little Valentines on it or autumn flowers on it.
That would just be nasty. Just nasty.
So how long... What is the longest you've ever had your Christmas tree up?
I don't even know how to answer that, because when I leave the office before on Christmas Eve, every Christmas decoration is down and in the box.
Wow.
At the office, yes.
Okay.
So that when we come back after Christmas, it's all done.
March for me is the longest I've been able to leave it up.
I would prefer at the day after Thanksgiving. I would prefer that the day after Christmas it comes down. But
yeah, we typically will take down the Christmas tree after New Year's Day. That's normally the weekend after New Year's. We'll take the Christmas stuff down.
Yeah, so maybe leave some comments about how long you leave your Christmas tree up.
I can't wait to hear. Please put your comments below. I really want to know what you think about that.